I am Mats. I'm 57 years old, and I suffer from cervical dystonia. Therefore, it's more comfortable for me to lean back, put my hands behind my head, adjust my head, and try to relax. I got diagnosed with dystonia in 1993 in Stockholm. It was 1 year after we had had our third child, and it came as a total surprise to me and my family and my friends. The doctor basically gave me the diagnosis within 24 hours in 1993, which was quite early because not so many people had been diagnosed by dystonia then.
Hello, I'm Manu. I'm 40 years old. I live in Paris. I had a head strike 10 years ago, and since I live with strong spasticity on the right side of my body.
Ich bin Birte, wohne in Hamburg und die Zahlen, die kann ich noch nicht so, aber 48 Jahre alt bin ich. Die Zahlen ist halt bei meinem Schlaganfall der wichtigste Punkt.
Je suis Constance, j'ai 38 ans et j'ai eu un AVC il y a 6 ans. Et je souffre de spasticité avec cet AVC.
I am Susanne Olenius, 53 years old. I got this illness, dystonia illness, 3 years ago when I had an accident. And first I didn't understand why. My head is like turning and shaking, and first I thought it's because of the accident that it goes away. And let's say it took over half a year. Then I went to a physiotherapy, and there the doctor said that, okay, we think it's dystonia. I said, what is dystonia? I have never heard.
I think her regular doctor couldn't say what it was, so she had to go by herself on the internet and find out.
It took me 2.5 years to find out what's wrong.
That it was dystonia.
Then I go to my doctor and say I think I have that, and he said no, you don't have that, but I can send you to hospital.
A specialist.
A specialist. So I was 5 minutes inside
his office.
And he said that I had that illness. But it didn't work very good for me.
That's because the doctor didn't know what to do properly.
Yes.
So
in 5 years I need my husband, my mother, my children to follow me every place.
Get a break very soon again, then we just do side shots and it's easy. So you're almost done. I have stopped driving. I drive if I absolutely have to drive. It's almost impossible to take a drink at the bar, for example. Almost anything you do will be complicated. Say, for example, when you empty the dishwasher and you're going to try to figure out where to put that cup. And if I only have this part, that's my normal vision. While I used to be a very dexterous person, I'm now extremely clumsy. There are things I can do, and I can do well, and that's to run. I can dance. I can still play some other sports. I try to kayak, for example, but that is sometimes a little bit too hard on my neck, so I only do it for about 20 minutes.
I do websites because it's a job I can do with my left hand and the mouse. I worked on tourism. I made reservations for all the people all around the world. I was living in Tahiti before my head strike, and now I live in Paris. It's not the same weather.
Ça a complètement changé ma vie parce que j'ai dû arrêter de travailler. Je travaillais beaucoup avant et depuis que j'ai eu mon AVC, j'ai arrêté de travailler. Donc je fais du kiné, de l'orthophonie toutes les semaines. Et donc ma vie maintenant c'est lutter contre contre lutter contre mon AVC quoi.
Ouais. Ich mag so alle Sachen auf dem Markt und dann jedes Mal frage ich, ob sie mir Hilfe geben. Und das ist so beschämend alles. Ich möchte ganz doll alleine sein. Also nicht alleine sein, sondern selbstständig sein und niemand anders fragen. Und dann habe ich, Gott sei Dank, ich habe in der Reha gekannt, auch mit Aphasie möglich. Und ich habe kein Wort gesprochen, langsam stetig. Aber da habe ich den Jürgen kennengelernt, der auch Schlaganfall hat. Und der hat auch keinen Arm. Und so ein bisschen, dann kann ich schneiden, dann er oder ich und dann halten. Und das ist natürlich super.
Because of these peer groups and that I'm active within dystonia, I learned so much of the illness now, so it's like my friend now. But of course, in the beginning, it's really causing you a lot of panics and inside, and you think that your mental health is somehow that you need to think that what is this and how is it possible. I think we are 20 women who has ordered this bracelet, and that it tells that you have dystonia. So when you are at the cashier or somewhere having a very bad situation with your head or arms or whatever, you can show that you have dystonia. I think it's very important for yourself. It gives you self-confidence, even if nobody is looking at you, but you think that everybody is looking at you.
Let's smile. Dystonia has not affected my life in such a tremendous way, and once again I'm a little bit unique, I think, because I'm a social person. I don't care all that much what people think of me. I'm extremely well educated, I'm fairly well off, and so forth. But 95% of the people that have dystonia are not in that position. It's a tremendous and terrible obstacle because they will stay home because they don't want to look bad in other people's eyes. They're hurting a little bit like I am, and they're very uncomfortable. Quite a few people get divorced because their husband or wife has dystonia.
Mais c'est difficile de parler de ça parce que mon papa a eu un AVC, donc je ne sais pas si vous êtes au courant, mais j'ai perdu mon papa au mois de décembre d'un AVC. Il a eu un AVC. Et puis revenir comme avant, quoi, comme avant mon AVC, quoi. Ouais. Vraiment. Je me bats pour ça, quoi.
profil.
Voilà.
Oui, merci.
Bien.
Oui, très bien. Très bien. Oui, okay, good.
Ganz von Anfang an, ich kann keine Worte sprechen und also ich habe im Rollstuhl gesessen, ich habe im Arm kann ich keinen fühlen, voll verwirrt, richtig verwirrt und 2 Jahre so echt wirres Zeug geredet. Und Therapie, so dass ich dann endlich das mache. Aber das ist noch nicht fertig natürlich. Nach 500 Stunden zur Logo. Das ist Wahnsinn. Das ist Wahnsinn. Aber ich übe jeden Tag und immer weiter kämpfen.
Do you know lock-in syndrome? People suffering from lock-in syndrome have a little evolution. They cannot speak, they cannot move, but they are conscious that in the brain it's all okay. But they cannot speak, they can only speak with clapping your eyes. And I have the chance to improve a lot regarding to what was expected.
Sehr gut, es macht sehr viel Spaß mit Manu. Der reagiert sehr sensibel und sehr genau. Also es macht sehr viel Spaß, weil wir auch wieder so präzise zusammenarbeiten können. Also toll.
Ja, das packt einen viel mehr.
Das packt einen, aber was ist denn besser jetzt? Ich mag das total gerne.
Das wäre was für seinen Charakter, finde ich.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you very much.
So we go.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Then I met the Norwegian Dystonia.
We were going to a party and we stayed at a hotel, and at the same hotel the Norwegian Dystonia Union had a meeting, and then we just talked to them.
And they told me about a one man.
He knew where to set the injections
Here,
right in her eyes,
Look.
in the eyelids and
Here.
under.
And here, and some around. And after 2 days, I couldn't hold my eyes up.
2 days later
With
she worked.
And that was Seomin.
Seomin.
Yes.
Seomin. So that's good.
So then I could go around for myself, and I could drive a car.
After 5 years,
Yes.
she drove a car. So that's good.
That's very good.
A new life.
Yeah, a
for
new
just
life.
for her and me. So
Really
that's
new
good.
life.
Can do things on her own.
Yes.
Not need me or my children or.
I think it changed me a lot. I think I was a chief, a boss, and I was a lot in business life. And I had to look in the mirror and think, oh, now I'm sick, what now? I can't do this and these things. I had to take a work with less payment, and I had to think that what is important in life. I think it changed me a lot. So I could also, because of this job, see that maybe my sickness is not so bad if I can see that there is people with more problems than I have. I'm not so hard anymore. I used to be harder. I think I'm more soft now. And acceptance, I can accept other people easier.
Wunderbar, 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 wunderbar.
I have goals to keep as healthy and as possible, to survive in many ways, and try to make the best out of my life. I have to set up certain goals, I think, in order to keep healthy mentally and physically. So yes, I have a goal to run 42 kilometers in August next year.
Dass ich keine Probleme habe mit Aphasie, die Sprachstörung, super. Schreiben ist endlich fertig so, also wenn ich aufgeregt bin, dann kann ich gar nichts, aber wenn ich nicht aufgeregt bin und dann schreiben, aber das ist ganz toll. Und natürlich muss ich arbeiten, bitte, Geld.
Therapists can help you, but the main work is you have to do. It's not the therapist. I think when you are young, when you have a head struck young, you do not imagine all the strong you have inside to establish more than you expect.
When you have a rare disease like this, one of the problems is really that there's nobody around who knows about the sickness. And therefore support groups are very important. Most of the doctors I talk to do not know what dystonia is. So it's not a well-known disease, and as you can see, if I meet people and I sit like this, nobody would think that I had any sickness whatsoever. So many people really don't see you as a sick person when you have cervical dystonia. And I think to some people that's hard too. It's sometimes easier to have a visible disease. I tell everybody I have dystonia, so I explain dystonia and what it's all about. What we're supposed to do is to raise the awareness of dystonia. That is number one actually in our stipulates. To tell doctors, to tell everybody, people in the bar, there is a sickness called dystonia. 99% of the people don't know about it, and I know what the figure is for doctor, but so many people don't know about it. So that's one thing that will be very comforting for other people that have dystonia, if people are aware of this being a sickness.
Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine.
Great, great.
How about you?
I'm good too.
Wieso kannst du Schwedisch, Peter?
Oh, because I had a Swedish girlfriend and I learned all the naughty stuff like Wilkensteining föredrar du. Also die Kommunikation ist so wichtig, das ist so schön mit ihm. Also macht viel Spaß. Guter Typ. Und ich finde, er hat auch ein tolles Gesicht und ist ein spannender Charakter.
I was born happy. My dad is 86 and he's actually happier than I am.
Really?
I've had the lucky turn of being able to change my teaching into something else, so I can actually work in something that I wasn't originally made to work with.
Phänomen halt dann von Merz, das ist richtig toll, weil die Hand ist irgendwann so, und das brauche ich, weil ich möchte Klavier spielen. Das denke ich immer, wenn ich zu Bett gehe, dann steht nämlich im Bett, aus dem Bett das Klavier und bitte.
Everybody has to find their own way, I think, and listen to your own body. And I would like to share that you have to try to find the joy in your life, even if you are ill, and find a way how to be friend with the illness.
I think that's best.
Don't give up.
Don't give up, yeah. Find the
give up.
right doctor.
That's the most important. Find the right doctor who can do the treatment right. To set the seum at the right place around the eyes. And it works.
Yeah. Very well.
Perfect.
Very good. New life for us with that treatment.
I hope I can live like this, and I hope I will keep myself autonomy as long as possible without need anybody.
Life could be worse than having dystonia. You have to live with it. We all carry something that makes our life hard. Try to be happy. Lead your life. You only have one life. You're hit by something hard. Of course, it doesn't get better if you feel sorry for yourself or you get depressed over it. Got to do your things anyway.